Yo, sorry it took me so long to stream. I got home late. But I'm here. I'm here now. Let's get right into it.
This is WrestleMania, back with another episode. Join us now as WrestleMania looks at the wildest wrestling news, stories, and rumors you need to know, including big news on Bad Blood card, why some fans believe The Rock will return Saturday, Nikki Bella's shocking allegations against her husband, why is Becky Lynch still on WWE's internal roster, Elimination Chamber coming to the UK, Mercedes Moné talks Shane McMahon and AEW, and more.
I probably don't care about most of that.
Big news on Bad Blood card. Topping today's news is a report that the WWE has finally decided which big bout will main event Bad Blood. There had been considerable chatter about whether the Hell in a Cell match between Drew McIntyre and CM Punk would finish the show, or whether WWE would wrap things up with the tag match involving the Bloodline Solo Sikoa and Jacob Fatu against Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns. Now, PW Insider and Wrestle Purists Ibu report that the tag match will end the show. As for the highly anticipated Hell in a Cell match, the first in WWE since WrestleMania 39, that will start the show. The news about the tag match ending things makes sense, especially after the recent story that the tag match will play a significant role in an undisputed championship match planned for Crown Jewel. Why isn't Sami vs. Gunther booked for Bad Blood? Curious why Sami Zayn vs. Gunther isn't booked for Bad Blood, especially since it's a World Heavyweight Championship match? Last Monday's Raw saw Sami Zayn finally force Gunther to give him a title shot, but the match was then booked for the 7th October Raw. Dave Meltzer explained in the latest Observer why the match isn't taking place at the PLE. Bad Blood will remain in the 5-match and 3-hour format. The Gunther vs. Sami Zayn World title match will be on the 10/7 Raw show rather than here. When we asked why, we were told that this show didn't need that match, so they could use it to boost Raw. And based on ticket sales and secondary market demand, that would be correct. They don't need that match on this show. What do you think of this move? Does it devalue the title? Does Bad Blood main event mean The Rock is returning? The announcement of Bad Blood's main event has some fans thinking this will set things up for The Rock's return during or after the match. Rumor has it that The Rock's schedule is open and he can appear at the PLE. That and the WWE having 2 major PLEs booked to end 2024, Crown Jewel and Survivor Series War Games, opens the door for The Rock to show up and set things up for his rumored WrestleMania match against Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes threw some fuel to the fire regarding his rumored WrestleMania 41 match against The Rock during an appearance on the Pat McAfee show. WrestleMania 41, I'm looking to do what I've done 3 times now and enter the main event, but I think it'll be something that perhaps is bigger than anyone anticipated. Some fans believe The Rock will be revealed as the real power behind Solo Sikoa's version of the Bloodline, leading to an eventual matchup between the final boss and Roman Reigns. Others aren't so sure. Whatever the case, the Bloodline remains WWE's hottest storyline. WWE still expecting Becky Lynch back? Is the WWE counting on Becky Lynch returning to the promotion if and when she decides to return to wrestling? A recent report from WrestleVotes Radio notes WWE still has Lynch listed on its internal roster. We've confirmed that Becky Lynch, her name appears on the roster. Still to this day, her name appears on the weekly roster that comes out with the television script each Monday and Friday. However, it's unclear if Lynch has signed a new WWE deal. Does that mean she signed a new deal? Officially, we can't say that, but what we can say is that she's still in the mix. She's still considered part of the team, so to speak, and we'll see where this goes. But we do know that her name is still part of the company. It's not uncommon for WWE to sign talent and wait months until debuting them. Fans have seen since Triple H took over creative with superstars such as Chelsea Green and Jacob Fatu waiting for creative to craft a suitable storyline to introduce them, rather than just throwing them on TV. Lynch left the WWE after her contract expired, reportedly to spend more time with her family. However, WrestleVotes thinks there's enough evidence to suggest Lynch is merely on hiatus. So did she ever truly become a free agent is my first question. Did she ever, have her contract lapse? Was there time added? Was there a deal done before she took her hiatus? Like, hey, let's get this. Elimination Chamber headed to the UK. WWE fans in the United Kingdom will be happy to hear that the 2025 Elimination Chamber PLE is scheduled for a to-be-determined venue there. WrestleVotes Radio is reporting the show will take place sometime in March and that Birmingham and Manchester are the leading cities. While there's no word on whether the show will take place at an arena or a stadium, Cultaholics Aiden Gibbons noted, the event is planned to take place in March though, meaning it'll likely be an arena show. A stadium show in England in March wouldn't wouldn't be very fun for anybody due to the cold temperatures. WWE fans attending WrestleMania 40's first night had to endure frigid temperatures, which rumor had it led to an unofficial policy of avoiding stadium shows in the Northeast in March and even April. Nikki Bella's shocking allegations against husband.
We never cared about Nikki Bella. Why should we now? It's like they always try to do something to make us care about them, like have a kid or
abuse.
We don't
Mercedes Moné talks Shane McMahon in AEW. Is Shane McMahon coming to AEW? Well, that question remained unanswered. The current TBS champion Mercedes Moné recently wrote about the possibility in the latest edition of her fan newsletter, Money Mag, which is a fun read for Moné fans and free. Seeing Shane's incredible heart and passion for wrestling makes me think he has a lot of unfinished business. It also makes me think Shane is coming to AEW. I'm here for it, and I'm sure our roster is too. Regardless, it just seems like Shane belongs in the wrestling business. I admit if he doesn't come back to wrestling, it'll make me sad for him. I know what it's like to be removed from what you love, and how sad it made me. I imagine he feels the same way. Some fans believe Jon Moxley's statement on Dynamite that his attack on Bryan Danielson was orchestrated by someone else means Shane McMahon is headed to AEW. Drew McIntyre's aunt has passed. Devastating news for Drew McIntyre and his family, as Drew's brother.
That's messed up.
Comfort. CM Punk looking to elevate Hell in a Cell match. CM Punk's Hell in a Cell match against Drew McIntyre looks to be a brutal affair, and that's how Punk wants it. During an appearance on the No Contest Wrestling podcast, Punk explained, "I want to bring it back to what it's supposed to be. I don't want to have a cell that needs a match. I want to have a match that needs the cell. And I feel like me and Drew have done that. Like there's no other way. There's no other way to settle this." Punk discussed how the Hell in a Cell match lost its novelty, especially when WWE made PLEs that revolved around the match. Martha Hart blasts Mr. McMahon documentary. Martha Hart is speaking out on Netflix's Mr. McMahon, disputing the documentary's presentation of how her husband Owen died in the ring at 1999's Over the Edge pay-per-view. Dr. Martha Hart spoke with the Daily Hive. Netflix's Mr. McMahon documentary series portrays the death of my husband Owen Hart as a mere accident. It also allows the disgraced former owner and CEO of World Wrestling Entertainment, WWE, Vince McMahon, to claim that Owen's death wasn't our fault. Nothing could be further from the truth. Dr. Hart, who filed a wrongful death suit against the WWF, which was settled out of court, discussed the details of how WWF's conduct led to her husband's death. Owen's widow also revealed, to be clear, no one involved in the making of this documentary attempted to contact me for comment or to obtain an accurate perspective. I continue to hold WWE and its then management responsible for Owen's death. I refuse to let Vince McMahon or anyone else rewrite that history. Dr. Hart reiterated that she's chosen to honor Owen's legacy through the charitable good work of the Owen Hart Foundation and via the AEW Owen Hart Foundation tournament. R.I.P. Rampage. Last but not least, it's official. AEW Rampage will be leaving TV when AEW's new deal with Warner Bros. Discovery begins. Dave Meltzer is reporting in the latest Wrestling Observer newsletter that Rampage will be discontinued, as is reported, while the company is shopping around the new Shockwave show to other networks, notably Fox, as we had previously reported. Diamond Dave noted that AEW's rumored new show Shockwave could end up on Fox, and if so, we've confirmed talks with Fox and that Tuesday and Thursday are the dates most likely if such a deal is finalized. Nothing has been confirmed on a third show for AEW, but WrestleMania will continue monitoring this rumor. Well guys, there you have it, the wildest news stories and rumors you need to know.
If there's not a new show, it's a new championship, new tag team, or trios. Anyways.